Okay everyone, just got back from the boot sale. I've done it again, cleaned up today, absolutely cleaned up. Big bag of records from different people on different stalls. So chuffed. Going to take these inside, show you what I got. I think you'll be pretty surprised, so check this out. Right guys, I'm back indoors now with the bag of records that I picked up today. First out is a copy of Wheels of Fire by Cream. This is a really nice laminated copy, as you can see the reflection. Polydor label. 1968 apparently. See if I can get that in shot. Yeah, apparently 1968. Made in England. Really nice condition. I can't remember if this was £1 or £2, but basically the bag, when everything in the bag, I've added it up and I spent £86 on records. So yeah, it's between £1 and £2 for these. So that's a copy of Wheels of Fire. Really nice laminated copy. And then David Bowie, Never Let Me Down. Quite nice condition. Little bit of a few marks on the sleeve. EMI Records, 1987. This one's got lyric inner sheet, and again quite nice condition. Oh, and for those of you that have been commenting, thank you for the comments. But yeah, people have been asking what condition are the records. Well, generally I don't pick records up unless they're VG plus. So if I'm showing it, it's going to be VG plus or better. On the very rare occasion I might show a VG condition record, but generally I won't buy them if they're not VG plus, unless obviously it's exceptionally rare or I don't have it or I'm desperate for it. Next out is Black Sabbath, Live at Last. This is not quite a laminated sleeve, this is sort of a matte finish. Again, really quite nice condition. Catalogue number BS001. Can't see the year on the sleeve. That's the, let's see if I can get that in shot. Hang on a minute. That's the label. 1980, made in the UK. So pleased with that. Don't see an awful lot of Black Sabbath records on my travels. I don't know if they sold thousands or just, you know, I'm not really sure if they, you know, they're obviously a popular group, but did they sell as many as we think? I don't know. And then I got a copy of Kate Bush, The Whole Story. It seems every time I find this, it's the sleeves are always a bit grubby. This one's got marks on it, needs a good wipe. But this is, I found this a few times over the years and it's always a bit grubby, but needs a wipe, needs a clean. But the record's VG plus. EMI Records, for those that want to know, looks like the catalogue number is KBTV1, and looks like it might be 1986. Yeah, now someone commented recently on me reading the years off the cover, and I appreciate whoever, I can't remember who that was, but whoever said that comment, thank you. You're right in the fact that just because it's on the sleeve doesn't mean it was necessarily released that year. So I just try and do summaries really in my videos. I don't go into massive detail. I found a copy of Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd. Surprisingly, this turns up, well, it's turned up a few times recently. It turns up more than you'd think. EMI Records, Garrett and Lofdale sleeve. This one has got just a paper, you know, looks like it's got one of the stickers with it. Always pleased to find copies of this. I think if I found a VG copy of this I'd still buy it just for the sheer hell of it, but this is a VG plus, apart from cover's got a bit of wear and tear. Forgive me, I've got a bit of a cough today. This is Pink Floyd, Obscured by Clouds. On a Harvest label, 1972. Again, VG plus. This is a really, well, the sleeves on this are really unusual. This is really like quite a flimsy sleeve really, but I think it was a standard sleeve, stereo copy. I have found this before, but this is probably one of the better condition copies I've found, VG plus of this. So it's Pink Floyd. Again, bargain prices. Wish You Were Here. Pink Floyd. Harvest SHVL814 is a catalogue number. Sleeve and printed and manufactured in England. Has like the correct inner sleeve. So pleased with that. It's not often you find, hold on a minute, something in the sleeve. So postcard in there. Yeah, it's not often you find Pink Floyd records, so always pleased to find them. And it's surprising how you know, and people say it in the comments all the time. You know, people can't be selling these records for £1, £2, so on. Sometimes 50p, but it's the truth. They do. They do. Otherwise, I wouldn't be showing you these things. Rolling Stones. Undercover. 1983 by the looks of it. Barcoded sleeve. Sort of got a laminate finish on it. Printed inner. And then this one's got something else in it. What's this? It's like an inlay lyric sheet. Carded inlay lyric sheet. Thingy-majiggy. Thingy-me-bobs, whatever you call it. So yeah, again, really nice condition. Cover's actually approaching near mint. Really nice. Oh, then a copy of Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run. Gatefold sleeve. A little bit of tarnish, a little bit of marks on that. Oh, this one's got a little bit of a tear on the rear, or remains of another sleeve on the back. Stereo LP, CBS Records, 1975. So Bruce Springsteen. Did I say? Bruce Springsteen. Electric Light Orchestra, Out of the Blue. This one must have sold quite a lot because I see it quite often. So it must have been a really popular LP gatefold. This is really heavy. Really heavy. Jet Records. And some scribble on the back sleeve. Correct inners. Can I get that back in the sleeve? Come on, in you go. So yeah, that's one that turns up a fair bit. A Genesis LP. This is called And Then There Were Three. Gatefold sleeve. Quite nice glossy sleeve. Charisma label. A couple of dinks in it, but nevertheless, pleased with that. Then this one, I think I have picked this up once before. Queen Live Killers, gatefold sleeve, very heavy vinyl, loads of pictures of the band and so on inside. 1979 EMI Records, also available on tape. What's this inside? This has got like a green inner on that one. Again, records are all VG plus because I wouldn't really pick them up otherwise. That's a red inner on that one. So that's that one. I hope you guys and girls are all doing well. Hope you oh dear, that hasn't even got a sleeve in it, so forgive me. This Jimi Hendrix record doesn't seem to have a paper sleeve. Let me put that in there carefully, in the bottom split, so I'm going to be careful with this one. Seems to have fallen out. I need to go and look at that. Didn't realise it didn't have a sleeve. So look, you can see spine wear on that one. So this is Jimi Hendrix Experience Electric Ladyland Part 2. As I say, I didn't realise it's got no paper in it, so I need to be careful and check that. Make sure I haven't damaged it. Laminated front and rear. I'm not sure I've picked it up in this format before. Track records, but yeah, the spine, if you can see, don't know if you can see that on the camera, spine's pretty beat up. Next out, Rolling Stones Black and Blue. This is that type of really heavy carded sleeve. So I'm pretty confident this is a US copy. Gatefold, distributed by WEA. Oh, it says printed in England. That's weird. I would say that was a US copy. It says printed in England. Let's have a look at the inside. So inside has got this sort of printed inner. Wow, surprised actually. I would have said that was a US copy, but it says printed in England, unless they printed the sleeves in England and made the vinyl in the US. Now this one, I don't think I've picked this up before. This is a Medicine Head through a 5. Bit of edge wear on it. Polydor Records. Can't see the year on the sleeve. Just a paper in on a Polydor. So that's Medicine Head. Looks interesting. Can't wait to listen to that one. And now something I found before. Bob Dylan. This has turned up before in various on various labels. This is it's got a hype sticker on there saying stereo. It's not a hype sticker really, is it? It's what it is. It's not really hyping it up, but it's a stereo sticker. And yeah, I don't know that this is the very first press. Far from it, probably. It is on the orange label, and the front cover is laminated. But again, good for the price. I can check my other copies and upgrade. And that's something people may wonder. You know, sometimes I pick up multiple copies. Like I might pick a copy up last week and then I get a copy this week. Well, I'm always upgrading. So if I've got a VG Plus and then I find a near mint or slightly better one, I'll upgrade and get rid of the other one into the stacks that are going to be parted with eventually. John Abercrombie characters. Slightly plain sleeve. This is ECM Records. I think this might be a jazz record. Acoustic electric guitars. So I think it's sort of jazz. Maybe it's a jazz fusion type record. Can't say I've ever found it before. But I think this label's like a jazz label. But that's that one. Thanks for everyone that's been subscribing as well. My subscribers are going up, so I must be doing something right. Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Gatefold sleeve. Again, turns up fairly often. Not a lot on it really, some artwork. And what does this tell me on the spine? It says it's 1984, so yeah. A is group. Then a copy of Wings at the Speed of Sound. This turns up a fair bit. Forgive me because I might sneeze in a minute. I think there's some dust on these records. Forgive me if I do sneeze on live on air. Yeah, forgive me. So yeah, Wings LP. This, as I say, turns up quite often. Correctly in the sleeve. This one I'll stick in an envelope. Send this to Beatle Dave, the record collector. As any of you know that follow my channel, I'm not into the Beatles, so I tend to do Beatle Dave a favour and just send him whatever I find on my travels. And sometimes I let him have a few things. Sometimes we do a little deal. Jerry Rafferty, City to City. Now I didn't realise, I heard a song on the radio the other day, and I was not singing away to it, but sort of humming away to it, if you like, the melody, and it was something off this LP. I didn't even realise it was him. So there you go, learning all the time. I don't know what year this is, but must have been a fairly good seller because it does turn up. Again, I've already got this, but I'll look to see if I need to upgrade it. And I sort of started keeping my duplicate copies separate from my own sort of, what would you call it, my own sort of preferred collection, because I am starting to get duplicates of records, so I need to eventually decide what to do with them. Talking Heads. What year is this? Not sure, but there they are. Talking Heads. Now the record's not in the sleeve, but that is I didn't realise, but it's in, the record is in there, but it's not in this sleeve, but that's the inner sleeve. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, I rushed back, tried to get the video set up, and I don't, you know, I haven't gone through these with a fine tooth comb, but I generally at the boot sale I'm only picking them up with their VG Plus. Beatles 1962 to 1966. This has turned up an awful lot for me recently. I've literally found probably, I don't know, how many have I found? Look, this is never, look. I'm opening this for the first time. This is live on air in probably, I don't know, 40 years. Can you see that? Look, it's not even, look. I don't want to rip it because I'm going to send this one to Beetle Dave. But Dave, I'm going to send you this one. Look, that the glue is still stuck. I'm not going to rip that open and tear it. I'll let you do that. Maybe you want to put something in there and soften it a bit. I can hear it cracking away. But yeah, it probably hasn't been opened since day one. Correct inners. I'm not going to pull these out. I'm going to send these off to Beetle Dave. So yeah, that's on the Apple label. Printed and made by Garrett and Lofthouse Limited. Forgive me, now I'm sniffling, must be the dust. Okay, next one out, Beatles 1967 to 1970. Again, I've found, is this one stuck together? Well, this is the same, look, the glue. Now the glue from the original, from the day it was made, is holding these together, so Dave's going to need to look at that. I can't even tell you what, if it's got the credits on the inside or not, but yep, correct inners on that one. Yeah, I'm not sure how many I found. I must have found, I don't know, it could be going 8 or 10 copies of that maybe recently, this last year. That does turn up. Right, Janis Joplin Anthology. Can't say I've picked this up before. Again, gatefold sleeve. Not bad condition. CBS Records. 1980 by looks of it. Just paper inners on a CBS label, so no fancy inner lyric sheets there. Janis Joplin. Then, oh, I don't. Now, believe it or not, I didn't realise this one's not in a paper sleeve either. So, although I've checked these at the boot sale, some of these don't even have inner sleeve. So, forgive me. I should make more of an effort to prepare these before I just literally show you. Police. 1983, obviously with Sting in it. Then this one's got a inner sleeve. The Stranglers, the collection, 1977 to 1982. Paper inner, the one with the important notice on it. What does that say? What does that say? Copyright exists in all records issued by EMI, so you can't copy that. EMI Records. Is that 1982 possibly? Stranglers. Right, Meat Loaf. Hits Out of Hell. Anyone got that in their collection? This one's got a hype sticker on it. Can't say I've picked this up before. Paper inner, which is upside down. Maybe I'll turn that around the right way. Hits Out of Hell, Meat Loaf. 1984. Any good? Let me know. Then what we got? Okay, this is Paul McCartney, Flowers in the Dirt. And now I don't think I've ever found this before. I don't think I've even seen it before. What year is this? 1989. So 1989 is sort of quite late before, because it was only in the 90s that records started getting phased out. What's this got in it? Right. Now it's got a little bit of what looks like water damage on the inside, but it's got like a lyric inner sheet and a yellow inner sleeve. Now, being this is Paul McCartney, and I don't know this LP, and as you all know, I'm not a fan of the Beatles. This will be going off to Beetle Dave. So that's Paul McCartney. Then something that turns up regular as clockwork, Eagles. Yeah, it says their greatest hits from memory. So this is it'll be a compilation. What does it say on the spine? Eagles, their greatest hits. Yeah, 1971 to 1975. Asylum Records. Yeah, this sold loads of these. I see this all the time. Literally, I must have picked up quite a number of copies of that this year. This is something that used to turn up an awful lot. Don't see it as much anymore. Tubular Bells, Mike Oldfield. Actually, I didn't realise this one's seen better days. Thought this would be better than this. Sleeves, bit tarnished, bit ripped. But the when I pulled it out, the record was VG Plus. But yeah, not amazing condition. The sleeve. I mean, there are occasions when the thing is, when you're looking at a boot sale and you're in a bit of a rush, you know, sometimes I've looked at the records, thought they're VG Plus, and get a moment in maybe they're only VG because there's a scratch that I didn't notice. So that does happen, but for the £1 and £2 you pay, it's not really the end of the world. And sometimes I give those to charity, and they can still sell them for a few pounds and get some money in for good causes. Elkie Brooks, 2 days away. Looks like she's on the phone there. Yeah, just noticed Empire State Building there. A&M Records, 1976. Elkie Brooks. See that fairly often. Okay, Mike Oldfield. What does that say? Omadorn, does it? You'll correct me. Virgin Records. Not an awful lot on this sleeve. Very glossy, thick laminate. There's the band on the back, or his family, one of the two. Maybe that's his school teachers. Who knows? Yeah, that's that. Yeah, really laminated sleeve on that. Really glossy. Right. Again, Mike Oldfield. This turns up a fair bit. Virgin Records. That's his dog on the back. Well, it might be. Don't know. Virgin label. Again, I need to get a big packet of sellotape out and sellotape this sleeve together. No, I'm joking. I don't use sellotape. Okay, Paul McCartney 2. A little bit grubby this sleeve, but I think the record was in VG Plus from memory. Oh, that's actually really interesting. Maybe I save that one, let Dave show you that one, Beatle Dave. Or maybe, in fact, look, the sleeve's got some spotting wear on it. I need to give that one a wipe really, that's a bit grubby. This is a foreign press. I might do a video. I've got a few interesting foreign press records that I have picked up over the last year. I might pull a few of them together, just do like a little video showing some of the interesting foreign presses, but that will be going to Beatle Dave. That is Beatles related, and again, not really interested in the Beatles. And talking of the Beatles, yet another Beatles records. Beatle Records, Rock and Roll Music Volume 1 on the MPF label. Again, probably very common and not in demand, but well, it might be. I mean, Beatles are so in demand. There's so many Beatles channels out there. I don't know how many Beatles fans I've got, but following my channel, but there you go. Right, this one's called Rush 2112 gatefold sleeve. Not too bad condition, bit of ring wear on this one. That's your ring wear. If you don't know what that is, I'm sure you're all experts, but if I've got any new viewers that are brand new to vinyl, that's the ring wear, where it's not laminated and it sort of gets a bit tarnished. This one is smelling a bit musty, I must admit, and it's got like a printed inner sleeve, and again down the bottom here someone's used a bit of sellotape, which is not preferred. Always best to use a little bit of paper glue. I know some people use other types of glues to repair the sleeves. Okay, Dire Straits, Money for Nothing. Hype sticker on it. Sleeves not the best, but again vinyl will be good because I normally check those when I'm out and about. Correcting a sleeve. I mean, I've got to say, sometimes it is really hard when you're at the boot sale digging through records, and it's hard to, you know, grab the records, move on to the next store, and sort of make sure you're picking up good condition ones. It's all a bit of a rush sometimes. Blue Oyster Cult. I've never found this before. CBS Records, specially priced 2 record set. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to glue that one because the sleeve's coming apart. Gatefold, 1975. I've never found that album before, so might be rare, the fact that I've never found it before. Blue Oyster Cult, well, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, looks like it. Right, still more to go from today's pile. Eric Clapton, Money and Cigarettes. It's a bit of a funny title. Again, sleeve needs a bit of a wipe. Does have a printed inner sleeve. Yeah, I need to wipe that sleeve. It's got an embossed cover. Dark Records, Warner Brothers. So yeah, part of the Warner's group, Warner Brother group. There he comes, the man that turns up at the boot sale quite often. Elton John, Greatest Hits Volume 2. Sold loads of records, turns up quite often. That's seriously heavy. It's like a slab. Oh, what's in here? Hold on. Now there's something in here I didn't know about. This is, what is this? Oh, I didn't know it come with this. This has got like a, it's got like a booklet in it. A little bit creased. Didn't spot this when I was looking at it. Yeah, sort of. It says Elton John's Greatest Hits Volume 2. It's a bit like a tour programme, but maybe that's what it came with originally, and that was the inner sleeve. But this is really heavy. That's the heaviest vinyl I've ever felt. So yeah, Elton John turns up all the time. Who's next? Elton John again. Tumbleweed Connection. Gatefold sleeve. Oh, this one's got a booklet in it. Oh, he likes a booklet. Number of pages. That's got slightly textured sleeve on it. Doesn't tell me much about the year and that on the sleeve, but the spine says Tumbleweed Connection, Elton John, DJLP S. Looks like, I don't know, 410 stereo. I do think I have a copy of that. Right, Beatle Dave, another one for you. 20 greatest hits, the Beatles. I think I sent you one of these recently. Oh, that's got a printed inner. Oh, actually, I think I remember you talking about that. Could have been a better sleeve artwork, but anyway. EMI Records. Yeah, Beatles. Dave will review those when I send them to him. He does a better job than I do when it comes to Beatles. Okay, this is in mega thick carded sleeve. This is Rod Stewart. Never a dull moment when you're with Rod Stewart. Never a dull moment. Gatefold. Look, no one turned up for his concert. Look, empty. How do you open this thing up? Oh, well, here's his football team. I can't even get into this one. Oh, there it is. Well, this one hasn't got a paper in it either, so I'm not going to pull that out and scratch it. Do that a bit later. So Elton John, Rod Stewart. Got any Rod Stewart records, you people? Cyndi Lauper or Lauper? Cyndi Lauper. She's so unusual. She looks unusual there. Paper inner. Bit grubby a paper inner, but again, record's okay. Nice pair of shoes on there. She's painted the soles, or somebody has. 1983, is it? 83. Portrait label. Also available on cassette. Yeah, talk to me about cassettes, people. Everyone's going on about cassettes. Is that overtaking records in the collectability? Yeah. What's going on with the cassettes? Everyone's banging on about cassettes now. They'll be banging on about CDs next. I mean, who wants them? That's controversial, isn't it? Cream of Eric Clapton. Gatefold. Yeah. Gatefold sleeve. Polydor, 1987. I think he plays the guitar, doesn't he? I think so. Still going, all from today's boot sale. All cheap prices. Cheap. Eagles, the long run. 1979. What else we got? Don't Shoot Me. Who's this? I'm Only the Piano Player, starring Elton John. gatefold sleeve. I guess that's Elton when he's young. Yeah. Don't know much about that, but it was cheap, so I got it. Right, Paul McCartney, gatefold sleeve, not bad condition. Again, Beetle Dave, that one's coming your way. What else we got? Now this is Elton John. Now I think this opens up in multiple ways. So yeah, this has got a couple of LPs in it. It's really heavy, like a tri-fold sleeve. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. It's really heavy. Yeah, that's his teddy bear on the back, I guess. Yeah, Elton John. Are you still with me, people? Managed to stick to this video, must be at least half an hour long. John Lennon, Double Fantasy, Yoko Ono. Again, turns up fairly often. Probably sent Beetle Dave, a few copies of this. Printed in her. Again, this could be a US copy. It's got a cutout down here in the corner. Geffen Records, Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles. Yep, US copy. Dave, that'll be going your way. Crikey, more Beatles. I didn't realise I picked up so many Beatles. Love songs. Unfortunately, it's got ringwear on this one. Gatefold sleeve. Really heavy. EMI Records. Again, Dave, that'll be going your way. And last out the bag, Elkie Brooks. This says, does it say Pearls 2? Paper inner. And the sleeve's a little bit grubby on the back. What label's this on? A&M Records. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. Keep commenting if you can, and yeah, tell your friends to subscribe. See you soon.